it's Jen, and I am here for another episode of Jen Likes Things, because I am doing something, or a couple of things right now that I really like, and I thought I would tell you about them. It is Friday night. I am home by myself. This is when my husband has his friend time every week, so it's fun for him. It's fun for me to be by myself. And what I realized is I cannot look at another screen today. I can't. I had to get offline, so I decided I would do an offline activity. So I turned on this show that I'd never heard of before. My friend Stacy just told me about it. It's on Netflix. It's called Grand Design, and it's about a bunch of British people who take on huge home construction projects. I've seen 2 episodes so far, and the first one was very cool. It was a couple of these British people who bought an old theater in sort of a rundown town, kept the facade, and built this very modern, phenomenal home in the back of it, and everything went well. But according to my friend Stacy, who told me about it, they often don't go well, and that is very entertaining to me. I just watched the second episode where people in London bought this little tiny plot that abutted literally 17 different properties, and they were digging down 2 stories and didn't realize it would make all 17 other properties crumble into their new lot. So that was fascinating, and it took these guys 3 years. In the beginning, the guy looked like young. The husband in the episode, he was like young, and he was fresh, and he owned a business, and he had this sassy short hair. By the end of it, he was old, he was tired, he was haggard, his hair was long, and you could see like a big bald patch where I think he had pulled it out from stress. Now, the other thing that I'm doing right now, which has just been like way more enjoyable than I thought, I am working on an adult coloring book. This is by, who is this by? James Alexander, called Release Your Anger. Now, this isn't something that I bought for myself. My best friend Joanna, who is not something I like, she is something I love. She bought this for my husband and me, and she got us like colored pencils and stuff so we could color in swear words. And I have done my first one, which is bullshit. I am very pleased with this. And I was going through this, and I think the guy who wrote this must have been British, because there are some swears of which I'm not really familiar, or just not really things that I use, like shitballs. That's not something I use. There's sugar tits. That's not something that I say. Piss flaps. I don't even 100% know what the mechanics of a piss flap would be. But anyway, so I am sitting here, I'm having a glass of wine, I am doing my adult coloring book. I have started the second page, and I am looking out the window at the birds and the chipmunks who are eating the seeds that I threw out there. And I also threw out half a banana chocolate chip walnut cake bread. I don't know what it was in a cake form, but it's a bread, because I couldn't stop eating it. And I was watching this chipmunk, and he had his face like so full, and he was just shoveling in each bite, and I thought, well, that's why I threw it out. So anyway, what I like adult coloring books, I like colored pencils, and I like Grand Design on Netflix. So happy Friday, and log off. You'll thank me. Bye.